A day of gratitude with grandmother. One bright morning, a little boy named Ben woke up excited to spend the day with his grandmother. Ben loved visiting her because she always had interesting stories to tell, and her garden was full of beautiful flowers, butterflies, and birds. Today, as he ran outside, he noticed something different. He wasn't paying attention to the beauty around him. His mind was too busy thinking about all the toys he wanted. "Grandma," he asked as he sat beside her on the porch, "why don't I have more toys like my friends? They have so many, and it's not fair." Grandmother smiled warmly, her eyes twinkling like the sun peeking through the trees. "Ben, there's something more important than having lots of toys. Do you want to know a secret?" Ben's curiosity piqued, and he leaned in closer. "What is it?" "Gratitude," she said softly. "It means being thankful for all the good things and the people around you. Today, let's go on a gratitude adventure. I'll show you how much we have to be thankful for." Ben wasn't sure what his grandmother meant, but he nodded and followed her into the garden. The first stop was the big oak tree, its branches spread wide, offering cool shade. "Look at this tree, Ben," said grandmother. "It has stood here for many years, giving us fresh air, shade, and a home for the birds. Isn't that something to be grateful for?" Ben looked up at the tree. He had never thought about trees like that before. "Yes, Grandma, I guess it is." The birds seemed happy too. Next, they walked over to the flower bed, where bright sunflowers, roses, and daisies danced in the gentle breeze. "Do you see how beautiful these flowers are?" Grandmother asked. "They make the world colorful and attract butterflies. Without them, the world would be less joyful." Ben knelt down to smell a rose. "I never realized how special flowers are. They do make everything look nicer." As they continued their walk, Grandmother pointed out the bees buzzing from flower to flower, and the blue sky above filled with soft white clouds. "Ben, even the bees in the sky have a purpose. The bees help flowers grow, and the sky brings us rain. Without them, life wouldn't be the same. Every little part of nature is something to be thankful for." By now, Ben was starting to understand. He felt a warm feeling in his heart, realizing how much beauty surrounded him every day. "Grandma, I never thought about it like this. There's so much to be grateful for, isn't there?" Grandmother nodded. "That's right, Ben. And it's not just about nature. Think of the people in your life, too. Your parents, your friends, and even me. We all care about you, and that's something to be thankful for, too." Ben hugged his grandmother tightly. "I'm grateful for you, Grandma. You always know how to make things better." Grandmother smiled and patted his back. "And I'm grateful for you too, Ben." Gratitude is like a little seed. The more you feel thankful, the more you'll notice how wonderful the world really is. As the sun began to set, Ben sat down with his grandmother, watching the sky turn shades of orange and pink. He felt peaceful, knowing that there was so much to appreciate. That night, as Ben got ready for bed, he made a promise to himself. "Tomorrow, I'm going to thank my parents, my teacher, and my friends for everything they do. I'm going to be grateful every day." And with that, Ben closed his eyes, smiling, knowing that his world was filled with blessings, big and small, just waiting to be noticed. Moral of the story: being grateful helps us see the beauty in people and nature around us. When we appreciate what we have, life feels richer and more joyful.
Vocabulary.
Excited, meaning feeling very enthusiastic and eager. Example: Ben was excited to spend the day with his grandmother. Porch, meaning a covered area attached to the front or side of a house, typically at the entrance. Example: Ben sat beside his grandmother on the porch to ask her about toys. Gratitude, meaning the feeling of being thankful and appreciating what you have. Example: Grandmother explained that gratitude is being thankful for the good things and people around you. Adventure, meaning an exciting or unusual experience, often with some risks. Example: Grandmother invited Ben to go on a gratitude adventure to discover all the things to be thankful for. Curiosity, meaning a strong desire to learn or know something. Example: Ben's curiosity piqued when his grandmother mentioned a secret about gratitude. Branches, meaning parts of a tree that grow out from the trunk. Example: The oak tree's branches spread wide, offering cool shade. Shade, meaning an area where direct sunlight is blocked. Example: Ben and his grandmother stood under the shade of the big oak tree. Colorful, meaning having bright or many different colors. Example: The colorful flowers in the garden made the world feel more joyful. Purpose, meaning the reason something is done or created, or the role it serves. Example: Grandmother explained that even the bees in the sky have a purpose in nature. Realized meaning: to become aware of something or understand it. Example: Ben realized how special the flowers were after his grandmother explained their importance. Peaceful meaning: calm, quiet, and free from worry. Example: Ben felt peaceful watching the sunset with his grandmother. Appreciate meaning: to recognize the full worth or importance of something. Example: Ben started to appreciate the beauty of nature and the people around him. Blessings, meaning things that bring happiness or benefits, often considered gifts from God. Example: Ben realized that his world was filled with blessings, big and small, just waiting to be noticed. Joyful meaning: feeling or expressing great happiness. Example: When we are grateful, life feels richer and more joyful.